Hey guys, Ms. Roper here. Today I want to talk to you a little bit about something that's been set up in Schoology, and those are called completion rules. Now, the way that that works is that you have to complete things in order by week and by day before you can move on to the next one. So if you're looking at my screen, you would have to complete week one before you can move on to week two. Until you complete one, week two won't be available to you. Now let's go into week one. All right. So if you're looking at this, see it says must complete, must complete, must complete. These are things you have to finish. So if you haven't viewed this item, you won't be able to move on to day one. If you haven't done day one, you won't be able to move on to day two. Let's look at the day. All right. So you'll notice not everything in here needs to be completed. This technology access form doesn't need to be completed. It's not required in order for the day to be finished. I do need you to do it, but it's not required for you to move on to day two. However, you have to view the welcome video, right? And you have to post a comment or reply to the day one discussion. Then you can move on to day two. Now, some of these items I have in order and some of them don't matter. Like this one, you can watch the welcome video first, you can do the discussion first, it doesn't matter. But some of them, if it's instructions, like, let's see, let's say day four. I hope this is one. Okay, no, let's look at week two. I know there's one there. Okay, so if we look at week two, and then we look at day, so already you're saying you have to view the schedule before you can do day one. If we look at day one, you actually have to view this video before you can view this writing prompt. And I don't know what it looks like on your side, whether it tells you what order you have to go in. But generally, if there's a video or instructions, I'll tell you. See, after watching the spooky business video, so obviously you have to do the video first. All right, so that's completion rules. You have to go in order. So this is week two. If you haven't completed week one, you have to go back and do that. Start at the schedule and make sure you've completed everything. You'll get a little check mark. I think it turns green once you've completed it and you can move on. If you can't click on something in Schoology, that's probably why. It's because you haven't completed what you needed to do before that. All right, guys. So to recap, things that are needed to be completed will have a little check mark. It turns green when you've done it. The days and weeks you have to do in order. That means that not everything in Schoology is graded anymore because I can see what you've interacted with and what you haven't, so I can take your attendance that way. So that means that not everything gets graded, but I have to make sure you do everything. So I will be checking in on the stuff that's not graded just to make sure that you understand and that you've put some effort in. If I see that you're pretty confused or that you just didn't try, I'm going to talk to you and see what's going on and maybe we can help. All right, guys, take care.